Hello everyone, I am Anna, I am the creator of Project Troglodytes, and today I am making this video for creating some tips and hacks for keeping sane when social distancing. Also, you can follow me on my social media like Instagram and Twitter, and if you have any question or you want to ask something, please let me know in the comments below or just DM me and I will try to help you in anything I can. First of all, what we have to ask ourselves is what is actually social distancing. And it is a medical way to stop the contagion and the infection of any illness. For example, coronavirus or any other single illness that is actually in this world. Here we are going to talk about three specific characteristics of this virus, of coronavirus, or what the virus itself is called, COVID-19. The first thing we are going to talk about is the possibility of contagion. And it actually depends on the country you're living and the zone you're living, actually. Because, for example, if you're from a country that doesn't have that much cases or any at all, you're secure. But if you are from a country that has a lot of cases, or you're from a zone, you are from a zone that actually has many people living in it, you are actually in more danger than many other people. I will put an example. If, for example, you're from Madagascar, there's any cases. There are not cases in Madagascar, so you're secure. But if you are from Madrid, then you maybe have more danger to get the coronavirus than other people. But that happens with all other illnesses. The more people there are, the more illnesses they have. So yeah. Second characteristic or aspect is the spread of the illness. Actually, coronavirus is spread by mucus. For example, if I cough and there's a person beside me and this person can get my little particles of saliva or anything like that. Or for example, if I cough in my hand and then I touch any other person, then it may be contagious. But if it is not transmitted by the air or anything like that. And the third thing is the most common symptoms. Actually, it's like a flu. You have fever, you have like mucosis, you have dry cough, you can also have some pain or some ache, and so you have a nasal congestion, a runny nose, anything like that. But in the most difficult cases, there's people who have problems or difficulties in breathing. So if you're having these symptoms, please get yourself into a quarantine in your house or anything. But if you're getting more difficulties to breathe, please go to an hospital and try to get a study about what happens to you, because it may be really rough. Also, many people have asked why is it so important to practice social distancing, or why do we have to keep ourselves into quarantine in our houses? Well, here I will explain it to you. Maybe you're a person who don't have any health difficulties or any illness at all. Maybe you are a person who is perfectly healthy, but you have people in your surroundings that are not. People have many different situations, many health issues that maybe you don't know, or maybe yes, but you don't care. So the thing is that you have to care about people who are sensitive in that way, and that maybe having coronavirus or having any other health difficulty can cause them a lot of injuries or actually death. So let's say that you, for example, don't care about this social distancing and you decide to go out of your home and, I don't know, go to a park, go to a trip or anything. Okay, you don't get the virus, or you are perfectly okay, or you don't have symptoms, but while going out you meet a person that actually has the virus but doesn't have any symptoms. So you may get infected, but actually don't present any symptom or any illness at all. So you can be perfectly fine, but being a person that can infect others. So as you keep going outside, you can transmit other people the coronavirus that you're having but you're not noticing. Then it comes the complication. You're perfectly fine, but you meet another person that actually has some health difficulties or any illness that can affect their health, and then you transmit the virus to them. That's really fucked up for saying it like that. The problem, the disaster, it happens the worst to all the people you have been infecting while you were out and you weren't in your house during quarantine. You actually infect all other people that can have health issues and can have serious problems with their health and even die. And these people can also infect other people. So if you're not staying at home, you can be part of this chain that is actually the problem and what we are trying to stop. Okay, now that we are being good kids and staying at home, practicing social distancing or being in self-quarantine for the sake of others, we are going to talk about what can we do during this quarantine for not killing ourselves. We can do 5 things, okay? There's things we can do with our family, there's things we can do with our couple or partner if we have it, there's things we can do in our house, things we can do with our friends, and things we can make alone, okay? We are going to start for family, and then we are making a lot of activities we can do in these 5 things. Starting with family, we have to differentiate 3 aspects, okay? And this depends on the relationship you have with them. For example, if you have a positive relationship, there are many things you can do that if you have a negative relationship, you can't. But that doesn't mean that if you want to do it or your family want to do it, you can't do it, okay? This is a disclaimer, please. You can do everything you can, you're free, this is a free world, quote unquote, but please remind that it depends on yourself and other people. If you have a positive relationship, you can, for example, practice sports together for bonding and for exercising, or you can get into new activities, things that you wanted to try and maybe your family can like or anything like that, and work together. This is very important. If you have things to do, like for example, I don't know, university activities or your work or anything, you can also do it together. It doesn't matter if you want to do it alone or if, for example, there are completely different things. If you stay together, you can do it. If you have a neutral relationship, like nothing excellently good or anything disastrous, you can do many other things to reconnect with your family and have this bond, okay? There are things like watching films, series together. It's something super neutral that you can do with practically everyone. Then you can play together. It doesn't matter if it's a video game or a board game, you can do anything. There are tons and tons of games you can play, and also spend some time together. It doesn't matter if you are on the sofa reading a book and your parent is like on their phone, or I don't know, watching a film or anything. If you stay together in the same space, it can count as spending time together. And here we come with the sensitive part, okay? If you have a negative relationship with your family, depending on the degree and everything, you can do some things or you can't, okay? For example, if you have a negative relationship, the first thing you should do is create a safe space for you. For example, it may be your room or, I don't know, the bathroom or anything. The importance is to create a safe space where you can be you and can stay safe. Also, you can search a common activity you can do. For example, I don't know, having dinner together, or playing or watching a film, anything. And respect, the most important thing is respect others people's privacy. For example, if you don't like that people come into your room when you are in that room, please don't do it. When in the other cases, don't enter in a safe space, or respect other people's privacy, basically. Okay, let's start with romance. If you don't have a partner, please keep on, but also you can do the vast majority of the things that I am going to say, you can do it with your friends, so it doesn't matter. When talking about romance, it is important to keep in mind that depending on if you're living with this person or you're being apart during this quarantine, there are things that you can do even if you're alone or with this person, but it would be difficult or more difficult for doing it. If you're living together with your partner, now that you may be in your house like 24/7, there are many things you have to keep in mind. First of all is rearrange the chores and the work you have to do, you two have to do. So like, for example, if you are in your house and you still have to work, reorganize how do you normally do things like laundry, dinner, cleaning, everything. Also, keep doing all the things that you were doing in the past. Like, for example, if you had to do laundry like 2 weeks ago, you still have to do it, even though you won't do as much laundry as you would normally do, because, well, obvious reasons. And also you can do you can create a fun to-do list, like for example watching films, playing video games together, or any fun activity that you can do at home that you normally wouldn't do. And the objective is reconnect with that person and not trying to kill each other. Then it comes the other part. When you're not physically with your partner, there are many things you can do during this quarantine while being separated, like having dates online with Skype, Discord, or Hangouts, Google Hangouts even. Like, there are many things you can do, you just have to be creative. Then also there's a really cute thing I have always wanted to try, and is send letters to this person. Like, yeah, it may sound too romantic or a part of Pride and Prejudice, yeah, but it is really cute to receive a letter. It doesn't matter if it's actually a physical letter or a cute message in WhatsApp, it's like, be creative. And also, if you can't talk with this person because there's a, I don't know, an 8-hour difference in your daily lives or anything, you can also prepare a present or any meaningful thing for them. Like when you actually meet each other or when you physically see yourselves, you can give it to them. So it would be great and a great thing to say, hey, during this quarantine, I remembered you. And then it comes housing. Okay, I didn't know actually how to call it, but this is something really important, and it is accommodate where we are living and where we are staying for 24 hours a day. There are two parts, okay? The first part is chores, like things we have to normally do, and the other thing is rearrange for this special occasion. When it comes to chores, even though if you're not a tidy person, you still have to clean over yourself. What I recommend is making a, I don't know, a daily cleaning exercise, like for example making your bed, cleaning your dishes, or anything, like doing every single day the things that you normally do. Okay, like it doesn't matter if you do everyday laundry or if you, I don't know, if you make your bed every day or anything. It's just keep going or keep doing the things you normally do. And then once a week make a deep cleansing, like, I don't know, go for every room. For example, if you are in first week, do a deep cleansing of your room, and then the second week you can do it of the kitchen or anything like that. And also, if you have time, now that you have time or you have more time than in the past, do some specific chores that you don't normally do. Like, for example, rearrange your wardrobe, or rearrange the furniture you always wanted to change, things like that. And when it comes to activities, there are many fine things or funny things you can do while staying at home, and that can actually change the way you see it. For example, you can create small DIY, like do it yourself things, like creating some furniture or doing some pottery or paint wall, whatever you want, and that can actually make your quarantine a little bit easier. Then we are coming with friendship. Actually, you can see that the part of romance and friendship is actually quite similar. And it is because it is actually similar. It's having connections with other people and with your family and with your friends and with your partner and everything. It's like quite similar, but the feeling you get or the feelings you get and emotions are different. And now it comes my favorite part, and it's the one-self activities, like the activities you can do by yourself if you're completely alone, or if you want to do something for yourself or stay in your safe space or anything. Okay, when it comes to activities you can do by yourself, we have separated it in four dimensions. Okay, the first one is health, the second one is exercise, the third one is personal, and the fourth is growth. When it comes to health, there are many things that you can and should actually do, like, for example, maintain your hygiene. It doesn't matter if you don't come out of the house, you actually have to keep yourself clean, like showering every day, cleaning your face, your teeth, everything. Also, you should start, or you should keep getting some health or some healthy eating habits, like, for example, eating more vegetables or making your food at home and things like that. And also, for health, create a safe space. The same thing we talked about when talking about families and relationships. You can also or you should also create a safe space for you, like for you and from you. For example, there are many people who have anxieties or that have some health or mental health issues, and they should have a space for themselves in their house that is like that is actually a part of everything, like, for example, your room or any room that you actually don't use it. uh, Create a safe space for these times when you're not yourself or you're being in danger. So keep in mind that there should be a place for it. Then the second part is exercising, and also it doesn't matter if the gyms are actually closed or that your flat or your house is pretty small. You should keep exercising. Like, also it is true that it depends on the house and type of house you have, because if you have a lot of space or if you have a garden, there's many things you can do that if you don't have a big space. But, for example, you should stretch your muscles every day. You can do it actually in your bed, or you can do it in every space, literally every space, like practicing some yoga or some stretching. You can watch YouTube videos or anything. Also, you could practice some cardio, like jumping on a rope or actually running if you have space, but not coming out of your house. Please, this is really important. And finally, you can do weight training, like using your own weight for training, like, I don't know, doing push-ups or crunches or anything. There are many tabloids or many great YouTube videos and YouTube creators or anything that can help you with this issue more than I can help you actually. Then it comes the third dimension, and something that I have called personal, and it is actually something apart from keep your health or maintain yourself, and it's actually for not losing your mind. And there are things like start the project you have always wanted to do, like if you are a drawer or if you are, I don't know, a designer, things that you have wanted to do or create or anything. Also, you can create a bullet journal or a diary for keeping yourself, like your feelings, your emotions, the things you have done, and make it high aesthetically the way you want it. And this is something I really recommend, and I actually have my own bullet journal, and it is great. And also you can start or keep practicing your hobbies, like if you love doing pottery you can do it, or if you want to start it also feel free to do it, like no one is gonna judge you. You're in your home and you're in your safe space, you can do everything you want. Finally, the fourth dimension is growth, and it is actually that I put it because I think that during this quarantine or during this social distancing, the best thing we can do is actually use it for growth, for ourselves to come out great, for saying it like that. And there are many things you can do, and if you I don't know, if you have any other ideas that I didn't put, please let me know and I can also practice it. For example, I put practice some self-care every day. It doesn't matter if it's like, I don't know, putting yourself a mask, painting your nails, writing in your diary, or I don't know, instead of being productive or overproductive, staying in your bed all day, or just a day, please, just one day, or I don't know, showering or making, I don't know, everything you want, or eating chocolate, I don't know, whatever you want, and whatever you call it self-care, do it. Also, learning, you can do or you can practice learning about yourself or about the situation we live in or your own situation, like using some self-help some self-help books. Be careful with that, because there are many books that are actually pretty bad for yourself. Or I don't know, talking online with a psychologist, going to online therapy. It actually exists and it is great. Or also you can start or keep studying or learning about not only yourself but keeping educated about other things, like I don't know, if you love wolves, pues Spanish. If you love wolves, learn about wolves, or anything you like or you're interested in, please study it. Keep your mind active. And the most important thing, maybe some of you would tell me, okay, yeah, I can do all the things you have talked about, but I still have to keep working. And I have a lot of problems with concentrating myself and anything because I am at home. Okay, I also thought about you, and I put some tips and hacks you can use for working when you are actually working at your job but you're doing it at home. Okay, the things I actually recommend, not only working at home but actually working in every space or in your actual job, is, for example, you can create a weekly to-do list of all the chores you have to every day, you have to do or you have to make or complete every week. Like, for example, I don't know, it depends on the project and the things you have to do, so you will know more about your job than I do. I recommend create a space, a working space in your home. Please, if it's possible, don't use your room, because the room is actually the place you are yourself, you sleep, you actually all do all the other activities. So if it's another place, and if it's possible, keep in mind that it should be another place. And for example, it can be your kitchen, it can be, I don't know, if you have a studio, you can do it there. So keep a space, or create a space that is actually only for working. And the last tip is actually keep the same timetable you did when you were working, like in your actual job. Like if you, I don't know, if you work from 8 to 2, and then from 3 to 5, keep doing this timetable, because this actually can help you concentrate, because you are actually in the hours you are accustomed to work. So don't keep working at 5 a.m. or anything, because you can do it every time you want. And also, I want to recommend some application or some mobile apps that you can use in every single aspect of your life for keeping yourself up, or for doing some growth or anything. And I have separated them depending on the place I think you can use it best. For example, for working, I use two apps that is actually Forest and Class Timetable. Okay, the first one can actually help you to not use your phone while you're working, or while you're doing anything, and it is actually super great, and I recommend it at all, because it is great. Also, for example, in family, you can use Netflix, HBO, Disney Plus, whatever you use to see or watch films or series or anything. Also, I recommend Pinterest. I practically recommend it in every single part, because it is a great app to get ideas for doing things like DIY things, family activities, friends activities, friendship and romantic activities, and everything. It is actually great. Please use Pinterest. And when it comes to romance, I also put Skype, but you can, as I mentioned before, you can use Discord, Google Hangouts, or any single online game that you can play with and that you can talk with this person. So yeah, it is great. When it comes to housing, I also recommend Class Timetable apart from Pinterest, because if you want to keep a track of what you do and the things that should have been done by some hours, this app is really great for doing it. So yeah, just for example, if you want to do at 9, if you want to wake up at 9 a.m. and then at 10 p.m. have your breakfast or anything, this is a great app. And when it comes to oneself, well, friendship, it is actually the same apps that I put on romance. So yeah, if you have any other app, please let me know. But when it comes to oneself, there are these new apps that I kind of recommend because they are great. The first one is Petit Bamboo. I don't know how you pronounce it in English, but I call it like that. And it is actually an app that teaches you how to meditate and how to keep the track of your thoughts and your movements and everything. It is really great if you have some anxiety, or if you have any concentrating problems or anything. Or if you want to just meditate, it is also great. Also, I recommend Noodle, that it is a great app for people who don't know what to cook. For example, in this app, you use it when, for example, you have, I don't know, you have 3 items in your fridge left and you don't know what to do. You put it in this app and then they tell you recipes for doing it, like recipes that you can make with these 3 ingredients, or with more ingredients or less, it doesn't matter. The last one is Freeletics, and it is actually an app that can be used for doing workout routines, like creating any workout routine or anything you want to make. Like for example, if you want to, I don't know, practice some sport and doing some crunch or anything, there are many great tabloids that you can use. And also you can use Pinterest for that, so it is great. And for finishing, I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video, and that I hope that I actually can make some new videos, because I have a lot of ideas, and if you like it, please let me know and I can make new things, create something that you could love or anything. And also I want to say that in these hard times during social distancing, it is time to reconnect with yourself and your others. So if you have any difficulties or if you are having a hard time, please let your family or your loved ones know, and that so that can help you. And also if you have any difficulties or anything that you would like to let me know, please, my DMs are open or my comments are open, so please, you're not alone. And please keep yourself in your house for your sake and the other people's sake. And thank you. So I don't have anything else to say, so thank you for watching, and I hope we can see each other again. So bye.